paragraph at the bottom of page Tafresh Nun Ches, on the left column, and it goes like this. And there's a lot of notes on this. We'll see how many we could do in it. What time we finishing today? 16?
Yes.
16. B'zohar, so we'll read the top and we'll try to pick it up. He said, B'zohar Chai, he said, V'ir Kam B'zel D'Shono Deshe. So he says, Amarno Shahu Din Shalom and Emes. So we have a small note down at the bottom, and we'll start picking it up. And the small note says, Re Gam, let me just 1 second, let me see if that helps me any, not really. So he says, Ray, let's see, let me get this, I can't quite get it on the page, let's see. Okay, so he says, Ray Bezer B'Sifra, Seichla, Hechla Bracha, V'zel L'shona Dashe, B'derech HaYichud, Nirmaz Lana B'Sod Din, Shalom, and Emes. Now he says, B'derech HaYichud. What does that mean? Shows a Roshi Tevis of Dasha, Shecha B'Chalecha Ma'olam Omed, because he said he had made that statement. He said, he says, where? And that's in Avos. He says, Emes B'Atika, so Emes is found in Atika, L'matek B'Shleimus Atikun. In order to be, to Misake, B'Shleimus Atikun. Ad Kan V'Rei Od B'Ha'aros L'Chalon. Not sure exactly what he wanted to say there. Let's go on a little bit more. Back up to the top. Here it says, Shehu B'Sod Din Shalom and Emes, She'ale Ha'ol She'alehem Olam Omed. V'Sod Din B'Rosh Hashanah, so we din really refers to Rosh Hashanah. Now here we have a little Yud Daled down below. We'll pick it up. Rei B'Zeh, he said, V'gam B'Sifra V'Notzer Chesed. So he says, Al Avos V'Zel D'Shona, Al Hadin Shel Rosh Hashanah, Val Emes Shel Yom Kippurim, Emes Chosmo, also he said that previous Chosmo, Val Prisus Shel Sukkah Shalom. And the spread of the Sukkah Shalom B'Sukkos, also B'Sukkos Olam Kayim. So he says, Medin Nimshach Mazoni Hakatsuv Merosh Hashanah. From Din comes that. Me'emes Chaim comes Chaim, and Me'Shalom comes what? Binyan, Benoi, my children. So V'Rav Shalom Banecho, V'Yismashek B'nei Chaim Zonei Al Kol Yisrael Amen, like that. That was a quote. So let's see what else he's trying to say here, and go on from number Yud Daled. On number Yud Daled, it says afterwards of V'Sod Din B'Rosh Hashanah De'oz Ku HaNesira V'Cha the Mituk, and the Sira leads to the Mituk Shal Chadinim who's Sod Shalom. Who B'Sukkos, that's also the secret of Sukkos, the Oz who Parisas Shalom Shal Chasadim B'Sukkos Shlomecho. So this is also the spread, the spread of the Shalom al Chasadim B'Sukkos Shlomecho. Now exactly what he said, I'm not sure. The Sod Emes, the consonant of Emes, who be Yom Kippurim, is on Yom Kippurim. Why? Ki Chosma Emes, because that's when the seal comes in, and the Chosem is Emes. V'Yom Kippurim, v'Erev Yom Kippurim, Boim Umis Kashrim, Elu Shlosha, these all come together at that time. Din Shalom Emes B'Yachad, they all come together. The Fish Oz Nistayim Adin, because that's when the din stops. But the Sira also is completed. Shall hold. So this is a Nesira that would refers to the last Sephiros, which are Hod, Yesod, and Malchut, which really had to be done, before by Rosh Hashanah. Let's see what number Tes Vav says. It has a little more arichos to it. He says, Rebbe Pri Eitz Chaim, he says, look over there. V'zel D'Shono, Ata, Berev Yom Kippurim, Anat Tzrichen D'Saken Yesod and Malchut Shalanukva. Okay, so this is what he said. We're seeing this also when we talk about the yad of Ima, or I don't know if it's yad of Ima, that's what he says. So they're only, the tikkun is only on the outside of ayidei achila v'shliach chitzoni shalanu. That's what happens on Erev Yom Kippurim. V'chein sarak laharbos b'yom zecher b'achila v'shliach. Now I'm not quite sure that I got that. Elu enim nisaknim rak b'so kitzonius, and so therefore, and what date is the Ata Be'erev Yom Kippurim? That's on the 9th day. So on the 9th day, that the tikkun could only take place for the chitzonius, and therefore that is eating and drinking. Masha ein came b'shar yomim, which you don't have the other days. Why? The fish called yom me yud yomin yemei tshuva. And in the saktim ela bedarga achas bilvad. There's only one level. Now, what's the difference between chitzonius and one level? He said ba'ata b'yom tes. But now, when you come to the 9th day, ana tzaricha the sakam madregaso shehi bepichinas hod. You have to fix hod, which is for the 9th day, and the sekenes of the niseres b'yom tes, which is what the nisira takes place. That's what takes place on the 9th day. So the yom yud, but you also, what is coming on the 10th day, you have to make a tikkun for that too. Shehu Yesod and Malchut, which is here you see that Yesod and Malchut go together. Ki Yesod and Malchut, hey mechubarim tame, they're always together. Vein lahafridim. Now I don't know what he means they're always together, because we know they're not always together, but he says they're always together, and since they're together, let's say, then you're not allowed to separate them. V'nikra v'drega achas, and they're considered to be like one madrega. Nimsa kibiyom tes, and the saken is madregasa, so therefore on the 9th day, that level has to be done too. That is a level of Yesod and Malchut. The madregas yom yud, so the letter of the yom yud also, v'kulam b'sod achida v'shtiya chitzonis. All of this is done, but in return to the achida shtiya, which refers to the outside part. V'lechein sark la'achol kafi base kafi erik base yomin. So you have to eat like for 2 days. V'im lo ya'asakain, because if you don't do that, it's dark beyond yud the sakain medregah shall Yesod and Malchut. You'd have to do it then. So the chila chitzoni, which is really the tikkun takes place in the chila, which is chitzonis. And you're not able to get up to a chila, which is on the higher level, adkan, which I assume is the aliyah to bina, adkan v'chein hu b'shar kavanos. Let's read some more. So that was tes vav. Tes vav. So he had said the fi she'ein she'oz nistayim hadin v'nasira shall hold Yesod u'malchus the Rosh Hashanah that takes place on the 9th day. And then it's well, I don't know what he means. Oh, what do you get then? Shnei chasadim ba'agav min chasadim penimim. Now we haven't really discussed chasadim chitzonim and chasadim penimim. I'm not really sure. I hear he says it, but so he says, and then what happens is, let's read again. When you get to that 9th day, you get Shnei Chasadim Ba'agav Min Chasadim Penimim. You get these two for the Penimim, the Sukkah Shalom, which comes from this concept of Sukkah Shalom, Sheniknas Sod Chesed, the Rishon B'Yom Rishon, the Sukkahs Kamavur of the Yedua, so the first day of Sukkah, so then they start getting the Chasadim. That was number Tes Vav. Here, we just did Tes Vav. So now we're doing Tes Zayin. V'sod Emes, what about Emes? Shall Yom Kippur, Mekabelas be'erev Yom Kippur, it's received on Erev Yom Kippur. Ayidecha v'chila, through Chila, we said that Emes comes like that too. Sha'al Yadon is Kaim mitzvahs v'anisem nashal seichem, because that's the way in which you were able to be Kaim this, of V'zeh Nimsa be'erev Yom Kippur. So we find here on the eve of Yom Kippur, Oz hu b'pechinas Tadshe ha'aretz deshe. Deshe, what is you're bringing out this din, Shalom and Emes, Adkan. So that's what he says. Let's look at number Tes Zayin down below and see if we can do this. He says, Rei B'pri Eitz Chaim, look over there, V'zel L'shono, Hi nechel le'er be'arnu, Ki Erev Yom Kippurim, Amr Olav, it says on this, Kol Ha'oichel B'Shoyse B'Deshi Ki Ilu Misane. So it's if a person, this is what we understand, is that this is as if a person factors the Shi V'Siri. Why? The Sham Ba'arno over there explains, Ki Tesha V'Yud, Heim B'chinas Yesod and Malchut. So actually, they're the B'chinas of Yod and Malchut. Now, a minute ago, he said that the Tesha was Hod. So let's see how it goes. So again, Ki Tes V'Yud, Heim B'chinas Yesod and Malchut, B'Sod and the Sifra canal. Amnam Gam came Neknasim Oz Bo, Bechinas Chasadim Atachtonim. So this is where the lower Chasadim start coming in. Shehem Kolu Yud Chasadim, Shebemalchus, which are all incorporated, I guess, the Yud, the Hey Chasadim, I said Yud, but I meant Hey Chasadim, Shebemalchus. Ubechinas Klalulusam, Hey Chasadim, Shebe Yesod, and in the concept of the Kolel, which is Yesod, they're there too. So this is as if you're doing a test for Yud. Everything is pouring in. Is that what it means? I don't know. Nimsa ki be'erev Yom Kippurim. Niknasim boch bechinas, so its own element, essence comes in. What does that mean? Ubechinas Yom Kippurim. So in other words, the day for the 9th day, and also for the 10th day, come at that time, shehem sod Yesod and Malchut. Tesha v'Yud. That's what we said. V'achar kach, b'dal yonim shebein Yom Kippur and the Malchus. Then after that, when you go through the Daled Yomim that are between Yom Kippur and Sukkot, Daled Chasadim Mecherim Matata the Ela, then you get the other 4 come in at that time from the bottom to the top, starting with the bottom one. Shehu b'Bechinas Hod, which is Hod b'Yom Rishon. That's going to come. That's the Chesed of on the first day, and that's a b'Yom Beis. V'Tiferet b'Yom Gimel v'Gavur b'Yom Daled. Shehu Erev Chag Sukkos. Achar kach b'Yom Rishon Shal Sukkos. Then after that, on the first day of Sukkos, Niknas b'Chinas Chesed Shebechesed comes in the final part. The Chesed Shebechesed v'Charim Nishla b'Dikanis Bal. I still don't know the difference necessarily between the Penimim and the Kitzonim. I don't know. Let's go on a little bit more. There was a little bit more after that, and then it says, let's read after Tes Zion. The V'sod Emes Shal Yom Kippur Mekabelas Be'erev Yom Kippur Al Yedei Rabbechido Shal Yada Niskayim Mitzvahs V'Nisam Es Nafsho Seichem. So how does that go together anyway? That you're afflicting yourself, your soul, by eating. Al Yedei Achila. V'zeh Nimsa Ki Be'erev Yom Kippurim Oz Ku B'Bechinas Tadja Aretz Desha Din Shalom of Emes Ad Kan. So let's go to number 17, which is over here, and see if we can understand it. Sifra. So look over that sefer. He said, "V'zel l'shon v'sod tadshach haaretz desha din shalom and emes." That whole explanation. Din b'rosh Hashanah, emes b'yom kippurim, and shalom b'sukkos. So he made it a little simpler without shlomecho, that phrase there, sukkah shlomecho. He said, "Erev Yom Kippurim boim hakol biyachad." On Erev Yom Kippurim, everything comes in together. I guess he means all 3. Let's see. Ki nishlam hanasira v'chadin shal Rosh Hashanah, because that's the day. It's it's like eating and drinking is like a celebration. Is that this is the time when all of these din, emes, and shalom all come in. And so they prepare everything. They prepare everything to be able to receive that chomus chosam emes, which are going to come on Yom Kippur. So 2 of them come in the secret of this concept called Sukkah Shalom. This is what the Zohar said, Sifra, that's where we are. V'yomer Elokim Tadshach Haaretz Desha. So try to understand what all the symbolism of all of this. That's over there too. Okay, we'll stop here and we'll switch over as quickly as we can.